Scrapbook woman, da-da, she'll scrap your picture. And now it's time for that scrapbook woman, Terry Rice.
Yay, let's hear it from my MC. Okay, I had pulled out these. They're Back to School by Echo Park. And these are the papers I'm going to use. And I just decided, it's like I do, as soon as I sit down, I just want to do, layer them up like they're framed, the whole thing. Kind of do the same style all the time. So anyhow, I thought, okay, I'm just going to do something to mix it up a little. Oh, and these are the stickers, which I bought afterwards because I bought the page, or the pad at, Tuesday morning. Okay, so I decided I was going to go mat it in this. And then I thought, oh, it'd be cute if it was a tag. So I decided I was going to make it into a tag. And where's my scissors? Here. Gotta make sure I don't grab my other ones. Okay, because they're for fabric. Okay. So I've already marked this at 3/4 and 3/4. I figured it was easier than me trying to line up the corner thing. I know everybody does it and it's like without fail it looks great, and it's like I don't know about that for me. And I have one of those punches that makes you a one of these reinforcers, but I'll tell you, it's really never worked, so I don't know what the problem is. But maybe I need to take it apart, put it back together or something. Okay, so I'm gonna put the reinforcer on it as soon as I find my ruler and kind of mark the middle. Okay, because I'm gonna want it probably about there. Okay, it's 5, so it's gotta be 2.5, and then a little bit more. So I would say right there is probably close to the middle. And I have no glue. Oh, there it is. It was hiding on me. Okay, I remember it's got to be right there. That little clock or whatever it is that I'm covering up. I think it looks like a clock. Okay. So I'm going to put that on here. I think right about there should be close to even. A little bit more this way, but you know what? I glued it, might be it. Let's see, I think that's pretty good there.
Are you going to be using enamel dots?
Nope. Of course I am. Sometimes you just got to. Okay, and then I'm going to put a mark in the middle of this so I can punch it, or what looks like the middle to me. And this looks like the spot. There, that's my reinforcer. Okay, and then I'm putting this on here. Yeah, I just thought, okay, I think I'm just gonna mat it in this color, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make it into a tag. So I got some more, so I got a little texture on here with some twine. Okay, and then I've got this red twine here, so I'm going to use this, and that's why I have these here. And I think I'll go ahead and tie it in a bow. Sometimes I just dangle it. Or, you know, a lark's head and a dangle. Okay. What was I doing lately that I kept having to tie a bow? I don't know. Seems like I just did something that I had to tie a bow about 100 times. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna cut them just a little bit shorter. I usually make my bows a little bit smaller, but I kind of like that size on there. Okay, and then I was gonna use white paper, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna use black paper. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna use wood paper too. So I've got one of the Echo Park wood grains warm. Does this one have a particular? This is natural wood grain. I guess that's its name. So I'm using that. And I've cut it down a whole inch, so it'd be a ½ inch on each side. So I did a half or a whole inch on each side. And that looks like it's straight, so let's see. It's close. I can never just lay it down and not have it stuck. Oh.
Just seeing if you needed some help.
I guess I need help getting things straight. And it was enough that it would have bothered me. Okay, is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay. Oh, and guess what? I forgot to punch this corner. And can I still do it? Let's see. I want to use a 1/4 inch. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if I can get in there with it. Oh wait, it's this way. I just want this a little bit rounded because I kind of don't like it square as the blackboard. And it didn't trim very well. I think that's just this thing. That's the size I wanted. Okay. And I know I'm out of the camera, but okay, that one looked a little better. Okay. Wow, I really chewed that one up. Well, that did a little bit better, but not much. Okay, so I'm gonna put it this way, so maybe it'll be in the corner of the book. Okay, so I made this thing. It's got my corner rounders because I happen to have 4 corner rounders, and I wanted this one. And you can see right here it wasn't straight either, so it's just kind of its nature, I guess. Okay, so I've got these pencils, and then I have the little school things, like an assortment. And I think I'm gonna put them about there, maybe up just a little bit higher. Okay. Okay, if I do 2¼ does that get me kind of in the middle here? Or 2 and, let's see, this is 2½. If I do 2½, nope, it's gonna be a little more. If I do 2 3/8, that might get me close to the middle. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Okay. It's not quite the middle, but I think it'll be fine. You know, after doing 30 days of sketches, it's like where it kind of challenges you to do something different. I hated to just go back to my same old, so I figured I had to kind of mix it up a little. Okay. And then I have the big giant tag with Alex in it. And this is from 2003. Nope, 2023. She wasn't even born yet, from 2003. Okay. So I'm gonna take it close over here and kind of line it up with the pencils so that these little pencils are showing here. And maybe slide it up just a little bit because I want to put this down here and not have it really hang over. Okay, so that there is good. I might have to glue these down eventually. I don't know. I kind of like to leave them hang. Okay, now it just so happened this was at the very top of the paper pad, so it's like it cut off the top part. So since I don't see myself doing a #1 teacher, because nobody said they're going to be a teacher yet. So I'm going to use that for the top of my blackboard. And I was going to cut it off, and I thought, well, why? It wouldn't have the top on it. So I'm just going to line it up here. And I think it looks pretty straight. And then I'm going to put this down here. And I want it tilted. I think I want it straight. And maybe about here. I'm just kind of leaving just a hair there. And she likes to paint, and she's a lefty, so her paint palette would be over here. Right hand, which really felt weird when I tried to do that. And then her brush, it would be coming from this direction, so I'm going to do this. And I kind of put it so that you get to see every color. Okay. And then I have this that I cut out from the 3x4s, and I thought this I could, you know, journal a little bit here on this little paper. And I'm just going to take it and slightly angle it. Or maybe I want it over just a little bit more, because I don't want it hanging all the way off the wood. So probably there is good. And then I have this and a glue bottle. And these are, of course, from the sticker sheet. I don't want to cover up all the flowers because I'm sure she picked that because she liked it. I'm going to put it so it doesn't cover up this little pencil there. And I think that looks straight. Then I have the books in the apple. Okay. And I figure I'm having two titles here. Reach for the Stars, because she's the one who does gymnastics and ice skating. And she's really good in school too, so I thought Reach for the Stars is good. And then Follow Your Dreams, because she's doing all those things. And where do I want this? So I'm gonna put Follow Your Dreams right here. And I know this is another tag, but I'm gonna cover it up. Not that I couldn't have 2 or 3 or 4 tags on it. So I'm gonna put this little clock right here because she has a Alexa in her room, and so she always has Alexa wake her up and tell her the temperature. Okay, and then this right here. Oh, and I have this little, oh, I've already got one pulled out. I forgot I pulled it out already. One of these little Tim Holtz paper clips. So I'm gonna put that on here. Oh, maybe I have it backwards. Because it doesn't want to go on there very easy. Okay, that's a little better. I'm just gonna put that right there. I think that's cute. And then I have these white enamel dots. These ones look a little white, off-white. Which one looks more like chalk? I think I'm going to use these ones where they're very white. Oh, this one's got like a black dot on it. Okay, so I'm going to put around these white dots because I thought that would be cute on this little chalkboard. And I think I got the same amount of embellishments in each one. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna keep it on the black since I got all the rest on the black. Okay, and that's it. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And I will see you tomorrow. And I bet you I'll be doing another school theme. So see you then. Close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.